Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Mr. Munawir. Here, I'm going to do my final test of semantic and pragmatic lessons. My name is Mutmainnah, and please watch my video. Thank you, and let's check it out. Well, here I'm going to the first questions. That is, I have to choose one of an article, and I choose about COVID. I choose this article because it is trending now and it is happening now. And I analyze about types of meaning, and I found 5 of types of meaning. The first is conceptual meaning. In conceptual meaning, I found 2 sentences. Those are which is close to tourists during lockdown. So here, conceptual meaning from lockdown, it means that close or everyone stay at home. Jadi nggak ada yang kemana-mana. And the second sentence is, people are reminded they need an NHS letter of invitation before turning up. Here is conceptual meaning from people. People means human and man or woman. So it can be man or woman. That's the first. And the second is about connotative meaning. Here I found a sentence only, that is a Birmingham set drama filmed in part at the museum. Connotative meaning from museum. Museum here, it means that many people and everyone and they are from around the world. It's not only from Indonesian or just one country, so from around the world. And the third is social meaning. Here I found a sentence only, that is which will be capable of delivering thousands more vaccines each week is going live. Here social meaning from delivering. So here there's an action here happening. There is something happening in the word delivering because the speaker says something here. That's about social meaning. And the fourth is affective meaning. Affective meaning here, I found how will the UK vaccinate millions of people? It is affective meaning because it is question. And the last is collective meaning. And the sentence that I found, only one, our progress in the area to date has been incredible, and I am delighted that our first vaccination center. Here, collective meaning from incredible. Incredible here means that unusual or fantastic. That's collective meaning from incredible. And the next is about reference. It is still about some article about COVID. Reference here, I got 2 sentences. The first sentence is, people are reminded they need an NHS letter of invitation before turning up. Here there is a word they, so they here refers to people. That's the first sentence. And the second is, Nicholas Barlow, the Lake Council member for Health, said having the Black Country Living Museum on board as a vaccination center will greatly increase the amount of jobs we can deliver and the speed at which we can administer them. Here in this sentence there are 2. The first is we. Here there is a word we and there are 2. First is we can deliver and we can administer. It refers to Nicholas Barlow and also the listener. So that's why here is we. And the second is them. Them here, it refers to Santa. Okay, that's about the first question or my answer from the first number. The next number, I choose an article about the infection ban should remain in effect long after the pandemic is over. The first analysis is about the axis. Here, I got 2 kind of the axis. First is personal the axis and the second is time the axis. Okay, now I'm going to discuss about personal the axis first. I got 3 sentences of personal the axis. First is Juliet Brody and she. So here you can see on the picture there is a word she. So it means that Juliet. And the second is there are 2 words of they can and they often. It means that people. And the last is we are and we tell. There are two words of we, and it means that lawyers. That's about personal deaxis. And the next is time deaxis. In time deaxis, I got 6 of time deaxis. First is each year, the second is 2019, the third is 2018, the fourth is September, the fifth is January 31st, 2021, and the last is 2018. That's about the axis from that article. And the next is I analyze about entailment. Entailment here, I got 2 sentences. The first is they can't pay their rent. Okay, here it can be the rent couldn't be paid by them, or they didn't pay something, or it can be something happened. That's sentences from they can't pay their rent, so it still have same meaning. And the second is we tell our clients. It can be we said to our clients knew something, or we and our clients had same information. That's from the sentence with our clients. Jadi masih maksudnya sama. And the third is I analyze about presupposition. Here I got a sentence that is people shouldn't be rendered homeless. So here it means that people are rendered homeless now. Jadi sudah rata-rata kehilangan pekerjaannya. And the next is coherence. The sentence here, the law doesn't care about that. Nah, di sini ada kata-kata about that. Ini sebenarnya tidak jelaskan tentang apa. Actually, before this sentence, the speaker tells something. Jadi sudah jelas sebenarnya. So, it has been explained before this sentence. And this sentence, it talk about the problem in the company, masalah economic. So that is coherence. I'm going to continue to the third questions. In the third questions, I should analyze about a movie, or we can say that short movie, and I choose Doraemon. Okay, the first analysis, it's about maxim of violence. In maxim of violence, I got 3 sentences. The first is what should we do about Uncle Joseph? And the answer is he'll be alright. And the second is what we can avoid. The answer is well, that's disappointing. And the last is I wish could buy mom and dad a new house. And the answer is you could buy a castle. So here in maxim of violence, there is no relate from the answer and the question. Jadi nggak nyambung ya, tidak sejalan between the answer and the question. That is about maxim of violence. And this next is I analyze about implicature. Okay, here in implicature I got 5 sentences. The first is moving to Germany wasn't be the best way to bring this up, and the implicature is that not all of the people aren't happy to live in German, karena biasanya orang-orang tuh malah happy to live in German. And the second is I don't think a big house like this is right for us. And yang ngomong ini adalah parents-nya. Actually the implicature is that not all of the parents don't like to live in a big house, karena biasanya rata-rata parents itu suka to live in a big house. And the third is what if it's a real ghost? And Doraemon said that. Actually Doraemon here it's a cat. So the implicature is that cat is usually afraid, karena yang aku tahu cat isn't afraid of everything, I guess that one. And the fourth is I need to put on a brave and really scary face to go fight this. Nah, di sini yang ngomong adalah Chizuka, and the implicature is that a girl isn't usually brave, karena secara general a girl is afraid. Ya, rata-rata itu emang penakut seorang wanita itu. And the last is you have a big heart, and the implication is that not all of the people can forgive someone's fault. Yeah, generally everyone is so difficult to forgive someone. That's about analysis from the movie of Doraemon. Well, here I'm going to continue the fourth number, that is analysis of the article. And here I choose a video that is about second 2020 presidential debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. You can see on the picture, that is the video. And here we did this by grouping, and the groups are Widati Al-Hakikiyah, Triasi Handayani, Mutmainnah, Aidanur Pratiwi, and also Rifkiatul Hasanah. Well, the first analysis about that video, it's about politeness strategies. Here we found 5 of politeness strategies. The first is negative politeness strategies about questioning. And the sentence is, since the last debate earlier this month, 16,000 Americans have died from COVID. Walker says, how will Trump let in the next stage of crisis? So it is negative politeness strategies because it is one of questioning. And the second is positive politeness strategies, personal pronoun. So it is one of personal pronoun. The sentence are, if we just wore these masks, we could save 100,000 lives. So here there are 2 words of we. So there are 2 personal pronouns, and that is we. And the third is positive politeness strategies, and it is still same about personal pronoun. The sentence is, we are learning to live with the virus, and the personal pronoun here is we. And the fourth is positive politeness strategies, and it is still same about personal pronoun. The sentence is, we have the best, lowest number of carbon emissions, and the personal pronoun is we. And the last is, it is same from the last about personal pronoun, and the sentence is, success is going to bring us together. We are on the route to success, and the personal pronouns here is we. That's about analysis of politeness strategies. The next is analysis about speech act. The first is locutionary act. What did they say about coronavirus? Mr. Biden said Mr. Trump had panicked over the coronavirus pandemic, which has killed more than 200,000 Americans. A lot of people died, and a lot more are going to die unless he gets a lot smarter, a lot quicker, Mr. Biden said. The second is Mr. Trump objected to Mr. Biden using the word smart. That's about locutionary act in that video. The second is locutionary act. The sentence are, Walker says, how will Trump lead in the next stage of the crisis? And the second is, the debate was divided into 6 segment topics: fighting COVID-19, American families, race in America, climate change, national security, and leadership. That's per locutionary act. And the next is about illocutionary act. The debate was divided into 6 segment topics. The first is fighting COVID-19, the next is American families and race in America, climate change, national security, and the last, leadership. Okay. The second is Biden says he would honor Trump's decision to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement. So those are illocutionary act in the video of Donald and Biden. And the last is prelocutionary act. I take from the last part of the video. And the sentence is, at the end of debate, they said that they are going to choose hope over fear. And the second is, any country that interferes in American elections will pay a price, begins Biden. And the last is, I can tell you from personal experience, I had it, I got better. So that is prelocutionary act from the video. And the last analysis is about possible implicature. Possible implicature here, they both are totally implicates each other, because in the end of the debate, won't have the same talk that they are going to choose hope over fear. That's possible implication from the video. debate between Donald and Biden. Thank you so much, and that's all from my final test. Until I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.